Hello, everyone, and to a new episode of the Chillin' Podcast. I'm here joined with my friends.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, sweet. These are my friends.
Yep. It's us. We exist. Yippee.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm Tom.
Cool, man.
Cool. The other ones are kind of irrelevant. We're just here to chat and hang out.
Yeah, we're here. New format.
Yeah.
New shit.
New
Everything.
format. Yeah. Guys, what you guys been up to?
Been a long gap since the last podcast we did.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's been
Yeah.
over like 2 months.
Yeah. Maybe a bit more. Don't even know at this rate.
Yeah.
But we've been working behind the scenes. You know, you guys should be seeing the stuff we're working on. Hopefully you're enjoying it. We don't know.
We don't
Yeah, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
find out.
Guys, update.
Update.
I finished a book. I did it.
You finished the book?
I
Freaking
did.
God, you finished a book?
Do you remember the book, The Shadow Glass? Do you remember
Yeah.
that fucking book? I finished
The
it.
one with the fox on the cover?
Yes.
Yeah.
I finished it.
Mm.
I generally enjoyed the book, and that's why I finished it.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good little homage to like Jim Henson-esque, like Muppet, like Dark Crystal, Labyrinth, kind of like 80s dark fantasy films with puppets in it, I guess. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Fair.
It was good. It was a good
Sweet.
good little plot. Great.
Harley review.
Out of 10. Out of 10.
Yeah, out of 10.
I'll give it an 8.5.
Ooh,
Yeah.
pretty good.
I would recommend it if you like the nostalgia of like 80s fantasy movies and stuff like that, because there's a lots of like good like gems in there, and just the vibes and the energy of the of it. Great. And you
Yeah.
know, I can see it also possibly being like a good adaptations if it's done right, like into a
Mhm.
movie or something, or a series. I enjoyed it, and I've moved on to a new book, big boy book I'm gonna call it.
Yeah.
I'm getting through it slowly. I'm kind of like doing half and half of like on audio book and then reading it normally when I can, because I think that's the only way I can do it with my lifestyle at the moment. I usually like listen to audiobooks when I'm like on the way to work, or like doing something like tidying or something like painting or whatever, something that doesn't require a lot of concentration. So yeah, I'm getting through it. It's called The Way of Kings. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a Brandon
Yeah.
Sanderson book, the Stormlight.
Mm.
Yeah, Stormlight Archive book 1. I've heard a lot about this series, so I was like, fuck
Yeah.
it, I'll give it a go, because loads of
Fair.
people are going on about it. It's, you know, fantasy book, and so far it's all right. It's a big chunky book. There are a lot of
Chunky
like
book.
made up fantasy words and terms that are like a bit confusing, and I'm like, oh, what's that? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Which I get the vibe of, that this book is like building up the lore of the world and how their magic works and stuff. So it's
Yeah.
going to be hard to get used to. Because they're like referencing like history things and like, oh, this is like this country and blah blah blah. Like, but kind of referencing like we should know it. It's a bit weird. But I've
Right,
also
right.
noticed there's like an index of stuff of like the magic stuff and how that works. It's really weird. Like, it's like
Mhm.
over the top. But it's an interesting read so far. Like, it's barely started, but like I'm like probably like 8 chapters in or something. So yeah, there's like 70 something chapters. It's a chunky book. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's going well so far. Other than that, the sun's out. That's great. We've lost an hour of sleep, but we gained the sun for more. That's how I look at it.
I'm glad the
Whoa,
sun's back.
what a quote.
I know. Thank you. I think we've mentioned this last year as well, but just the vibes are better, especially
Yeah.
for me. Like, even just going outside, like just going outside for like a brief walk, it feels great. Like, my mood is lifted. I get more inspiration for things, like especially
Yeah.
for D&D
Mm.
writing and stuff, and just trying to be creative in general, motivative and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's amazing what some fucking sunlight can do. You know, touching grass
Yeah.
does help you.
Yeah, man.
But then,
Yeah.
because of the weather, the hay fever season, the pollen comes out, and then I'm
Yeah.
fucked. So I don't want to go outside. So there's a conflicting scenario I'm in.
Bit of sweetness.
Yeah, it sucks. Why did God have to invent hay fever? I hate it. Why do I have to
Oh,
be
man.
allergic to pollen?
Pretty freaking messed up, man.
It is
Yeah,
dumb.
God, what the fuck is up with that?
Exactly. Hey, come here. Hey, hey, listen here. Why did you make this? Get rid of it right now.
Chillin' Podcast is officially calling out God.
When I go outside, I have itchy eyes and I sneeze all the time. And then when hay fever go away, I get a fucking cold because it's winter. It's no escape. My nose has no break. It's no
Life is
escape.
but pain.
I'm always on the box of tissues. Guys, what's happening? Fucking sort it out. Oh. Yeah, okay.
There's
yeah.
only like 10 days in the year where
Yeah,
you're
I
like
know.
fine.
Yeah, true. It's crazy, man. But it hasn't gotten bad yet. Well, I say yet. But luckily I'm taking tablets and stuff to help that, and just it's an excuse to wear sunglasses outside anyway because it helps your eyes.
Yeah.
But
Bro,
yeah.
I've got prescription sunglasses. Like I got it like a couple of years ago. Hey, the fucking godsend, man.
Yeah.
I love that. I love those motherfuckers.
Hell yeah.
Don't get to wear them a lot, obviously, but now I do. It's great. It's a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anything else from you, my friend?
Anything else? Oh yeah. So my fucking bed broke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think I've come to the understanding how it broke. I was just having so much hot sex on it now.
Damn.
No.
Motherfucker be fucking gay.
You be fucking.
Yeah. No. It's basically one of the sides of. So wait, it's a metal bed for context. It's a metal bed.
Yeah.
And one of the corners, like one of the bolts that like the hinges that hold the beds together, like started to break and crack, I guess. So
From all the fucking.
yeah, and so once that kind of like split, the hinge on the bottom was kind of taking a lot of the weight, and it looked like that once it fully broke, that the bed would just like one corner would just collapse. So it was kind of like emergency thing of going, uh-oh, I need to replace a bed before I don't have a bed and it falls and breaks all the things that are underneath my bed, which I don't want. So I ordered a new bed, obviously, literally this week. And Tyler helped me build the bed, which was a process.
That's right.
We took it apart, and it's a good thing we took it apart when it did, because when we were taking the bed apart, the thing split off, but then we found out that each corner of the bed was split. So
Fuck.
instead of unscrewing everything, it just came off.
Like,
Just snapped off.
Like, here's the thing. It wasn't that it was like slit or like broken. It was like when we went to go take it apart, like the metal was so like brittle, or like it I don't know what it was, but I was just able to pull the metal frame that was fully secured and like screwed into the other parts of the bed. I was able to just, with my like strength, just pull it off.
Yeah.
Like pull off the pure metal and just bend it off. And like
Crazy.
that's a bed frame, and I was able to just snap off a bed frame. So like it was weak. So we got it just in time, and then we were able to put the bed back together and stuff with a new one.
Well, I mean, I came over not too long ago and I slept on that
Yeah,
bed
you
because
did.
thinking it didn't break whilst I was there.
Yep.
That's fine.
Crazy.
But
Crazy.
yeah, we put the bed together. It's a lot better bed. I kind of like it a lot more.
Fair.
But yeah, that's my bed. That's my bed, guys.
Cool.
That's
Nice
not
bed,
bad.
man.
So I can continue to doing
Yeah.
rough fucking on it. So.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Right.
Yeah.
Sick, dude. Good for you, man.
Hey man, that's what we're gonna
I'll just quickly shift
Yeah.
the conversation. Tyler, how you doing, man?
Hey man, I'm doing good. I've been having a lot of rough sex lately.
Yeah. How's
I've
your
been doing
bed?
fucking nothing. I've been still living the unemployed life. It's just,
Mhm.
we ain't getting anywhere with this one, boys.
It's okay. It's just the fucking world we're in there right now.
Hey, if anyone's hiring.
Hey, anyone's hiring? I'm really fucking cool. Anyway, so like, yeah, I've just been waiting. It's pretty much a waiting game. Just every now and then checking on the sites and trying to get a job and this, that, and the other. But in the meantime, I've been watching a lot of media and catching up on a lot of shows.
What have you been watching?
And I've been well, this is actually a pretty good like link because I was watching Invincible, the new season of Invincible, and that shit was fire.
Yeah.
That was a pretty great season of Invincible.
Fun fact, I've told you guys this, but the last episode, second highest rated in IMDb.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's a very like the final episode is a very good episode.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where I, for the longest time, really wanted to see. I'm a big fan of like the anime industry.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that's pretty obvious based on videos and things I've made in the past and discussions we've had. I like anime, and like, one of the things I love the most about anime is just how expressive and like how experimental they are with like their animation. Like it really goes leaps and bounds in the anime industry, like the style of animation and like the energy that goes into animation, and like I fucking love that shit. I live for animation. And so watching Invincible for the longest time, all I wanted was for one day there to be a crazy step up in like a fight and animation. And like I won't go into too many details or anything like that for the sake of spoilers, but in the final episode of season 3 there is a fucking phenomenal animated fight scene, and it's really good, and it's like everything I've wanted. But like even apart from the animation, like I think the story was stepped up, and it was very good. It was a very enjoyable experience. But then when it was over, I had a like hole in my heart. Like I was missing something. And I wanted to watch, something. Like the show I would use, like usually like every night. I've recently got a laptop, and so every night I would sort of lie in bed and just sort of watch an episode of something before bed. And usually the episodes are like an hour long. So it's basically just like an hour of chill time and like unwinding before bed. But I had nothing to watch, and I was a bit lost. And then one day it just kind of clicked in my head to just like say fuck it and just watch The Walking Dead.
Right.
Which, for those of you who don't know, original Walking Dead like graphic novel is also made by the same person that made Invincible. Robert Kirkman, I think his name
I
is.
didn't even know that.
Oh,
No.
yeah. So it's made by the same
people.
person.
Crazy.
That's why Steven Yeun is.
Yeah,
plays,
a lot of people
Mark
from
and
The
stuff.
Walking Dead are like in that show.
Right.
Because I think for a while, Robert Kirkman worked with the people for Walking Dead, like helping like adapt it and stuff. I don't know how much of a hand he had in it, but I know he was involved at some point. But like there was like that loose thread of connection there, and I was like, oh fuck it, I'll watch it. And like honestly, I've had a fucking great time. Like I'm on almost at the end of season 4. I've been watching, like, I've like basically been binging it like during the day and stuff. It's been a really interesting show to watch. Like it's very rare sometimes I get the opportunity to watch like live action, like sort of drama, like TV and stuff, because like normally a lot of it's not really up my alley, or it just doesn't come around often. Like good pieces where it's like, oh yeah, I'll watch this. Like I think Walking Dead for a while was quite a good like staple of television. I think it was quite like popular, and so I wanted to like see what it's about. I think it's in a similar fashion to like Breaking Bad and like Game of Thrones, where there was like a period where people were like watching The Walking Dead, and it was like a bit of a thing. And so I wanted to see what it was about. I really enjoyed it. It's really good.
Interesting.
It's like impressive to me because obviously the show is a zombie apocalypse, and they have to articulate in certain shots like so many people, like so many actors. Like when you think about it, that like a lot of the zombies are actors is crazy.
Yeah.
Because like they have to articulate and like guide all of those people and direct all of those people to like be zombies and like do certain actions and do all this stuff. And it like seems so complex to me, like, because I'm not like, I don't know too much about, acting and all that. Like I'm not that guy. That's not my thing. But like I know at least from like a development side, like behind the scenes, that must be fucking crazy to work on.
Yeah.
Like for a show, like directing all those people and then like being an actor in it, it must feel so immersive. Like I was thinking about this the other day. Like I just want to know like what a typical day on set of that show was like, because like I just couldn't imagine like being like, oh, hold on, I need to read the script for the day, and like just sitting like in an abandoned house, just like reading script, like
Yeah.
because like they obviously gonna have to do different takes and stuff, but it's just crazy to me like how it all comes together, and like it's such a like unique like world, because usually like you'd think that zombie apocalypses are quite like oversaturated, but this was quite chill. Like it was quite different, and like I kind of get it. I really.
I mean, it was the show, like the show at the time.
Yeah,
Like,
and I really
alongside like Game of Thrones and stuff like those kind of shows. What season are you on now?
So I'm on season 4
Okay.
right now.
Like a long time ago, I started watching it, and I kind of like stopped. I never really picked it back up again. I think the main reason for me was because I felt like it was very repetitive,
Yeah.
and I think I just burnt myself out, because the thing is because these like American shows are like each episode's like an hour long, and sometimes nothing really happens in an episode, and I kind of just got burnt out and bored, and I think I just dropped it for some reason, or was watching something else. I think it was also around the time where I started watching anime, and anime took over. So
Yeah.
I think it was around then.
Yeah. I think it's definitely a show you should watch.
Yeah, I've always meant to come back to it, but never found the reason or want to do so. Because I kind of it's a thing. It's a sad thing, really, because of these popular shows, like they were like everything people talked about for like a long time, and when a huge thing happens in it, you can't escape it.
Yeah.
So I kind of know.
I've been pretty free.
Fair enough, but I won't go into too much detail. But I kind of know what kind of happens to most characters.
That sucks.
Which does suck, but
yeah, I know nothing.
Yeah, I think, how did I find out? I think it was just Twitter, but thankfully,
I think
I've
people online. Yeah,
I've quit Twitter, and it is so much more freeing.
Yeah,
I haven't been spoiled on anything for a long time, and TikTok was another thing that I was spoiled on a lot of, but I quit that like 2 years ago, and it's been great.
Yeah, but like I feel like I'm lucky in the sense of when The Walking Dead was coming out, I was a lot younger, so I was obviously not like able to watch it or like allowed to watch it.
Yeah.
Or even like myself was just interested in watching it. Like, and so I kind of missed the wave of like all of the crazy reactions and like people, you know, spoiler heavy and stuff, because honestly, I know like it is a fact that the show isn't as popular anymore.
Yeah.
And that's fine. And, like, it's kind of great for me because I can watch it now and it's in an era where no one really cares about it. So I'm not seeing media about it all the time. But it is funny, like, we've said this before on the podcast of, like, when you watch something and then all of a sudden you can't stop seeing it and stuff. Like, the day I started watching it, fucking the Fortnite collab of The Walking Dead came back after 2 years.
Yeah.
With a new skin and, like, other things. And then we went out the other day to London, and there was so much Walking Dead stuff around.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. Like,
it's just the universe,
man.
Like,
you just get back into something, and then, like, literally on, like, the front shelf, there was a statue of one of the characters, and I was like, what the fuck? What the hell? That's been my time. I've just been watching shows.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Maybe I might talk about it.
Yeah.
In more depth one day.
Yeah. Tom?
Yeah.
What's going on with you, man? How's it been?
Tom,
you got your PC back?
Yeah, I got my PC back. Been gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been working mostly a lot. Yeah, but on my free time, I've been kind of similar to Tyler. I consumed a lot of Invincible. Very very happy with that. Like, I'm a big Invincible head. I think it's my favorite like superhero universe.
Yeah.
It takes some goriness from The Boys, but still is not like as fucking like in a lot of the reality, I guess, of like, oh, here's what some superheroes would probably be like or whatever. But it's not as political, and it's not as you know depressing, even though it has a lot of like heavy topics and very very also dire moments, and like there's a lot of times it's like there's no hope for these characters sometimes. But
Yeah, my running statement, which just seems to be happening with a lot of media, which is funny, is just like you're not allowed to be happy kind of thing.
yeah,
Like something
because then
will
the show's
happen,
over.
and then ultimately something really, really bad will happen like directly after it.
Yeah.
yeah. Other than Invincible, Daredevil has been a
Oh
big
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I know Tyler, you did this, but I wasn't able to. Time just got the better of me. I wanted to rewatch the old show.
Yeah.
To catch up to this one.
I
Is it-
performed
is-
2 crazy feats. I was able to rewatch the entirety of Daredevil and Punisher
Crazy.
Yeah.
before anything. It was crazy.
I mean, I just wanted to ask, like, how is it compared to the old show? Is it any good?
That's
Did
a
it
loaded
need-
question.
Did it
I've
need
wondered
to
with my
exist?
brother a lot.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it does exist.
Okay.
Like
This properly cements
because-
him into the MCU, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I think like I don't think he could have just been cameos on other shows or movies.
Yeah.
He needed to have like a kind of a reintroduction.
Yeah.
Even if this show just made people go to the old show and watch the original, people just need to get accustomed to what this character is because
Yes.
like a lot of people say, for example, Robert Downey Jr. was the perfect cast for Iron Man, or Ryan Reynolds for Deadpool, but I really truly think Charlie Cox is like such a good cast for Daredevil. It's crazy. And
He
so
really
is
goes the extra mile.
and so is the actor who plays Fisk. I forget how
Vincent
to pronounce.
D'Onofrio, I believe.
Yes, him as Fisk is so brilliant. And if you haven't watched the original, please don't just skip it and watch the new one. Please go back and watch, because I still think the first 3 seasons are the best.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
This season, what's missing, and I was actually talking to my brother about this, is like sometimes they'll just take one episode to just introduce a whole character,
Right.
so you're also obviously linked to them. They just kind of introduce characters, and through the story they kind of just, you can see some characteristics that they have, but you're not really that connected to them. But personally, at least, they have little moments in episodes.
Yeah.
But that's it. In the old series, they would take like a whole episode to introduce. Like if it's a brand new character,
Right.
like a brand new character would have like their episode, and this is why you connected to them, and this is how they connect to the story.
Yeah.
And let's go from them. But yeah, Daredevil is just very good.
Yeah. To answer your question, like, I think it definitely needed to exist. Yeah. And it is very different, I think, is the kind of consensus. Is it's not the same show.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a new thing.
Yeah.
And like Tom said, I definitely think the original is just like such a good, solid piece of media. Like the way it all lays out, the acting is just phenomenal. Like for a superhero thing, which isn't really like, it's not really renowned for like its acting. Like I don't think people are like really, when they go to watch a Marvel movie, are like really into like the performances, but like the performances they give off in this is really, really good.
Yeah.
And like it kind of re-invites that artistic passion of like, yes, this can be, it is superhero media, but it can actually just be viewed as like drama and like as a serious piece of media.
Yeah.
In certain like scenarios, it's such a joy to watch. But
and now it has a lot more budget.
Yeah, it has a
all
lot
that
more
stuff.
budget, but there's a lot more nuances to it. It's a very loaded question. It's a very big discussion, but I don't think we can get into it all today.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
But I definitely, like Tom said, I recommend you watch the original and watch the new show.
There's a lot of things I
but
gotta
yeah.
watch. There's a lot of
There's
things.
a lot.
Yeah. You just got to start watching stuff at 2 times speed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe that is it.
But yeah, been gaming a lot of different games. Hades 2. Bro,
Is that
I was-
is that still early access or is that still
still early access. Still
right?
releasing, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's just been adding a lot of stuff that like I've been really truly like being I find myself having mouth agape
Really?
like almost every single run because I discover something new that like links to the original or whatever. That it just, whew, like this is not like, no, I was like I don't know how much I'd want to talk about it, but 'cause I don't want to spoil too much. But if you haven't touched Hades, I don't know if you necessarily need to play the first one to enjoy the second one.
I don't think so, but
Like,
I think you
I
get
don't think
more
it's
from certain elements.
Yeah, you'd get more for some certain elements, definitely. But if you've never touched the first one or finished the first one, I think you're kind of fine just picking up the second one.
Yeah.
Like they'll do references like, I knew these people, and
This character from this bit.
this character. Yeah, but I think you're fine, and mechanically, like it just introduces so many fun elements.
Yeah.
And weapons and so good.
It's been a while. I would like to get back into it, but
please do. We need to bond over this.
The problem I have with like the Hades games, in a sense, is like I find it very difficult once you leave them to get back into them because there's an innate need in me to like restart because like there is a lot, especially in Hades 2, there is a lot of like continual plot developments that kind of keep going as you go on, and like it's difficult to leave that and then come back and then like remember everything. So I'm kind of in that weird state of being like, oh, do I go back and continue? Do I start again? I want to probably continue because I made so much progress, but then I feel like you know, you get all these upgrades and then you're gonna come back and then like forget the upgrades and like the nuances of them because you kind of need to know those things.
But I think I think for me personally, like what Hades does, which for someone who plays continuously can be a little bit annoying, but I think for people coming back can be useful. It's like, for example, you're talking to one character and they tell you, oh, this character punched me in the face. And it's like, okay, you go to speak to the person who punched them in the face. It's like, this person told me you punched them in the face. What happened? You know, I mean, like, there's kind of like, because it's usually, how the story goes, it's usually these two characters have a conflict or they are connected in some way. They speak to you. And you go speak to the other person that's in relation to them. And that's how the story kind of progresses. It's just through having those conversations. So I think that just makes it so you kind of link those pieces together. And you can follow the story. I've been skipping quite a few, like kind of reading and stuff, the lines and kind of skipping sometimes. Because... sometimes they just speak for the sake of being like, oh, you've got a new weapon. It's like, I was like, I don't care. I'm more involved in like the main plot and what that's about. But so I don't think you necessarily need to restart, to be honest. I think you'll get caught on.
We'll see.
I think you'll be capable to remember a lot of stuff.
I do think as well, this is interesting because I do hope the game takes its time to cook. But I'm interested to see when it comes out soon. I mean, we do know that it will probably come out at some point soon because they showed it at the Nintendo Switch 2 like showcase.
Which is
so
a
I have
beautiful
a
segue.
feeling it should come out soon. But on that note,
Switch 2 is a thing.
We should talk about the Switch 2 as well because
Did you guys? Oh, you guys
all of
weren't
that
watching
happened.
it, right?
No, we didn't watch it live, but I
did.
caught glimpses of it.
Yeah.
And we've seen a few things. And so we wanted to talk a little bit about Switch 2 stuff. Probably not for too long, but we wanted a bit of a recap on some of the things we might be potentially interested in.
I will say, as a showcase, I haven't seen such a good showcase in a while.
Right.
Like, in terms of, like, they had kind of, in terms of games and concept and things they were introducing, banger after banger after banger.
That's true.
Right? Like, the new Mario Kart, the, like, a bunch of new games that they were introducing, like, collaborations.
They came out of the gate swinging. And I think that's really strong because a lot of people, you know, I think that's a whole thing with the Switch, is that performance-wise, the Switch, it doesn't compete with its competitors. Where it competes is like, the like games that you play exclusively on it, I think is more of the thing. So like having a good catalog of exclusive games, like
that's what gets you ahead.
Is what gets you ahead, and is what is the selling point mainly of the Switch. Because I don't think people are going to be that crazy over the just specs. I think people are more crazy as to what they can play.
Exactly. What's the difference for the Switch 2? Is it just
they have a lot more storage?
Right.
They have like 8 times the storage.
Right.
Yeah.
They used to have 32 gigs, which is crazy, and now it's gonna have 256.
Okay.
I know that. They're going to have 4K capabilities, like support, I think.
Okay.
And it's like just in general, like higher frame rate possibilities. And,
so
it's like basically
generally
the specs,
just kind of better.
Yeah.
The way I've seen people compare is like it has kind of the stats of a PlayStation 4. I don't know if that's accurate. This is what I've heard.
Okay.
But I think that's like the closest comparison.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which, pretty decent, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
And they did the thing where like you can buy upgrade packs to games you've bought for the Switch 1, which I think is £30 or $30.
So what does it mean by upgrade pack?
So basically, you if you have, let's say,
Breath of the Wild,
okay, and you want to play it on the Switch 2, instead of buying the Switch 2 edition,
right,
straight up, which will be whatever price it is,
okay,
you buy the upgrade pack,
right,
which is like 30,
okay,
and you basically have the Switch 2 edition.
So you can't. It's not backwards compatible, right?
Not really.
No.
You can't put your original Breath of the Wild in the Switch 2.
I don't.
No, I think you can, but you won't get. You don't have. Okay, here's how.
I might be. Yeah, please.
So, imagine you have 2 versions of Breath of the Wild. You have Breath of the Wild the original, and then you have Breath of the Wild Nintendo Switch 2 edition, which is basically almost like director's cut. Like, I don't think it adds any new content to the game. It's just like it's just a better performing version of the game. But I'm gonna call it director's cut for the sake of consistency.
Okay.
Right. So you can play. This is what I understand. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think you can play the original on the Switch 2, but it's just the original, no changes.
Okay.
But you can play it on there, right?
Okay.
But then you can buy the Nintendo Switch 2 version, which has better FPS, it's more optimized, it's like the director's cut, right? But instead of buying the whole new version, you can upgrade it with the one you already have. So if you have Breath of the Wild, you can then spend money to upgrade it to become the director's cut version, and then you can just play the director's cut version on the Switch. I believe that's how it works. But I might be wrong.
I have mixed opinions on that. I don't agree it should be 30 quid.
Yeah, I think it is that amount. But
I have no idea about the price.
But like
I thought if it was like you can't play your original on the Switch 2, then I would have a huge gripe about it. But like,
I
don't know. I mean,
that's just the state of director's cut games. We're getting a lot of those more recently, like Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding. I don't know if there was a Red Dead one, but I might be wrong.
No, I don't think so.
But there's a lot more games recently that are trying this new director's cut thing, which is like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
But like, this is kind of that, but then it's not. That's also like the big takeaway is that, as far as I'm aware, I don't think they're adding new content to the game.
Yeah.
So it's kind of difficult to justify boosting up the price so high.
Yeah.
I know they're doing it for like, I think for fucking Mario Party Jamboree. They're adding stuff.
If they're adding new things, it's worth it.
But I don't know how much they're adding. I think like they're adding some mini games because like the Switch 2 also adds the camera thing and the mouse thing.
I think
they're adding things that's related to that.
That's justified. If it's adding new content to the game, that then you can then charge like money for it, like a bit more money for it, because then it is
Yeah.
a bit more like quote unquote like director's cutty, because there is more stuff. It's more of the vision of what they wanted to do, more things they wanted to add.
Yeah, I
Like,
think with Tears of the Kingdom, it's like they have like that app.
They have the app,
Right,
which is like not necessarily new content. It's more like quality of life stuff, but it does seem interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
for
suppose.
30 quid for just a graphics upgrade is, yeah, a lot.
But I guess if it's optional, then
Yeah,
my thing is just like,
don't.
because I don't know if it is mandatory or optional.
Yeah,
But if it's optional, I don't have too much gripes of it, because then it's just like, oh, just play the original.
yeah.
But if it is mandatory, then it's more. I have more of a problem with it, because then
Yeah.
it's like, oh no, you need to pay
Yeah.
like a kind of extortionate amount of money to upgrade the game you
Yeah.
already spent a lot of money
Yeah.
on.
How
Like-
much is Breath of the Wild? So it's like still 50 quid, no? Like,
It's
Probably- no, it's
probably yeah,
we
pretty
spoke, I think
expensive.
I'm pretty sure we spoke about this when we were playing it, but like,
yeah.
yeah,
So
it's
it'll probably be a
still
lot.
£60, but I think
yeah.
still like crazy
It-
amounts. But
it's crazy.
yeah, but I think before we get into like the actual hype games,
Yeah.
I don't want to end this not in like a negative.
Yeah.
So I'll
Yeah.
bring the negative now. Like the big elephant in the room, like whilst watching the showcase,
Mhm.
is that they were not talking about any prices at any point.
Oh,
Like they
well, they're
went
not.
into, like they did not mention any prices
Mm.
ever. Not when talking about the upgrades, not when talking about any of the games, not when talking about
Right.
the exclusive camera that which I'm
Oh.
assuming only that camera is going to be allowed, like with the Switch.
Yeah.
Not compatible. I
Okay.
doubt it's going to allow any
Yeah.
webcam or whatever. Like they didn't mention any like prices at any point.
Yeah.
Only afterwards, only like a day after or a few hours
Yeah.
after, like on Twitter or something.
Yeah.
They mentioned the prices. So for reference, I think if I'm not mistaken, the Switch is going to be £450 or dollars.
Right.
And it's gonna be 400 or 500 if you get the one that comes with Mario Kart or something.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
Mario Kart or just like games in general for the Switch, the digital version is gonna be $80.
Oh my god.
Yep. And here's the best part: physical is gonna be $90.
Wow. Whoa.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And from what I've heard from watching YouTube, I watch Moist Critical usually for
Yeah.
like Nintendo stuff. The physical version is not even an actual physical version.
Yeah.
You get a code.
Yeah.
You buy a box, and then
Yeah.
the box you have a code to download the game.
Yeah.
So you don't
Yeah.
even get the cartridge. Or you get, or it was something like you don't own the game. You don't actually own the
I
game.
think you'll probably get the cartridge, but I don't think you own the game. Yeah. I think
Yeah, you don't own the game,
But
which is crazy. Still,
this is the interesting thing, because there's a scary trend in the games industry at the moment where games companies don't want people to own their games,
Mhm.
like physically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They want them to have them digitally, because it's a scenario of, like, I think there was a famous, like, you know, or viral, I guess is a better word
Yeah.
to describe it, post by, I think it was one of the head people at PlayStation, but
Mhm.
maybe I'm wrong. But
Mhm.
they said that, like, players should get used to not owning their games,
Right.
yeah,
which is like a scary statement, because obviously we are all aware of, like, you know, buying a physical game and that's your game forever. Like,
Yeah.
you have the game,
Yeah.
right? But games studios now and companies trying to move away from that and, like, having games be more digital,
Mm-hmm.
and, like, trying to push for games to be, like, on digital platforms only, but they know people will hate that, and so they're, you know, trying to accommodate. That's why I feel like the PlayStation had the digital version of the PlayStation,
Yeah.
and then the physical version of the PlayStation, right? You have two different consoles just for a different style of game, right?
Yeah.
But I think they want to push for people to play more digital. I think Nintendo's joining in on this now with this
Yeah.
new fucking digital bullshit,
Yeah.
and also charging less for digital games. So they're trying to get people
Well,
to
less.
pay less. Well, less, yeah. But for digital, right?
Right.
But it's also a worrying thing in the games industry is just the extortionate fucking prices people
Yeah.
are charging their games now, going from like we've gone from like 50, 60, 70, 80, right? And then we're going up to 90
Yeah.
and then we're soon gonna be at 100
Yeah.
for a game. That's gonna happen.
I wouldn't be surprised if GTA 6 costs 100.
I think it is
Yeah.
going to be, and that's
Which
crazy.
Hey, guys, I'm not saying that I will, but I might allegedly start playing the games without paying. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know where I'm coming from? Like,
Right.
because these are crazy.
Yeah.
These
No,
prices
the prices
are crazy.
are fucking ridiculous,
Yeah.
and it's a weird state because there's a lot that comes into it. It's just a worrying trend
Yeah.
that the games are getting more expensive as we go forward, and it's a weird, it's a scary situation to be like, where does this end? What's the
Yeah.
limit?
Yeah.
Like, because inflation, all this other
Yeah.
stuff is also coming into it, and it's like, where does this end?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
when are we gonna find the definitive pricing for games? Because game developers are always trying to get like a bit more off the top, like a little bit more, and then it's like they keep pushing the boundary, and like they're like poking the bear with a stick, almost like being like, how far can we push this and make this as expensive as possible? And they think their things are so premium and so deluxe that you have to spend so much money on it, but it's just ridiculous. Like,
I remember, like, as a kid, and not to be too much like back in my day,
Yeah.
but like my mom, to incentivize me to be like a good person or like just behave. She'd give me €1 back in Portugal. She'd give me €1 every time like I behaved or whatever, behaved well. Like if I in one day I behaved well, she would give me €1. And I remember if I behaved well for a month, I'll be able to buy a game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For €30, €40, whatever.
Yeah.
And now I'd have to wait like 3 months
Yeah.
to be able to do that. Because she still gives me... No, she didn't imagine. No, she doesn't do that anymore. But, like, it's crazy that buying games now has to be that much of a saving worry.
yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, a game that I want to play is coming out in 6 months. I gotta start, like, saving now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And like AAA games like are kind of crashing the fucking video game industry at the moment because they're taking so much budget and money to make and then charging so much that people then don't buy it.
Yeah.
I mean, recently, like, there's been a whole surgence of AAA games that come out and no one cares. Like, fucking the new Assassin's Creed came out and everyone was just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like, and just didn't care. And then it was funny because, like, the only reason the Assassin's Creed game got sales was because they got into, like, internet beef with someone. And, like, the official Twitter for Assassin's Creed roasted the shit out of someone. And then everyone, like, as a meme was like, oh, yeah, I'll buy the game because you deserve it after that roast. But, like, that's the point at which people are buying games now. It's like, they don't care anymore. And I think all it means is that indie games are gonna, like, pretty much rise up.
Yeah.
Like,
which I
this
think
is
they have.
It will be an indie renaissance.
I believe so. I think we are going to see that.
Yeah.
We've, like, this month, like, we've basically, if I'm not mistaken, all been playing mostly indie games.
Yeah.
Like, I've been playing Hades 2. We didn't talk about it, and we won't, but we've been playing a lot of Repo.
Yeah.
Like, technically, Minecraft was an indie game, but it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, all of those are, like, costs around, like, all under, like, 30 quid.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
I guess is like the
Definitely,
limit.
yeah.
Like, all of those games. And so, like, I think even Minecraft, like,
Yeah.
it's just crazy to me, like, how far it's getting pushed. But I think we should move on because we're in doom and gloom territory.
Yeah. Well, there's some hype games, I guess. It's tricky for me to say that because I'm not really a Nintendo guy. You guys know this.
Yeah.
The only Nintendo game I really had fun in was Breath of the Wild. That was last year. I'm trying to play my Switch more because I have it.
Yeah.
But there's no drive or like I'm not really interested in any of the Mario Kart stuff or any Mario game to begin
Sure,
with,
sure,
or
sure.
any
Yeah.
of those kind of Nintendo-esque like Kirby or I don't
think
know that
because of a
Donkey
lot of
Kong. I'm
them
not really
are more,
interested in.
like-
I don't really.
A lot of Nintendo games are very like party centric
Yeah.
or like party game
Yeah.
centric, where it's like, oh, hang out with your friends and play these games with them, and like hang out, but like also more in like a group, like in real life setting,
Yeah.
where it's like, oh, get together and play fucking Mario Party
Yeah.
or whatever. Like, I think it's more incentivizing like that sort of in-person group play,
Yeah.
which just isn't much of a thing anymore.
Yeah.
But then for the single player titles, like you mentioned, like some of them aren't really hitting.
Mm.
I would say personally, I'm quite interested. All the games I saw in the Switch reveal, they spoke to me. I was interested in them. I
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
sort of was taken by that Donkey Kong game. Like that actually
Mm-hmm.
does look pretty interesting, to be fair. Like I will
Mhm.
admit. It does look pretty fun. Like it seems very Mario Odyssey-esque. I think that would be like the equivalent
Yeah.
to describe what that game will be.
It's good to see how like you can just destroy the environment around you.
Yeah, it
and
seems
stuff
really
like that.
cool.
Like basically everything.
Yeah, I think it seems really interesting.
Yeah.
And then there's also Silk Song got briefly mentioned.
Oh, yeah. finally.
A
Shout out
little,
to
a
the
little
Silk
applause.
fans.
Little applause. Well
I mean,
done. You guys waited
Yeah, they
and you
win.
received.
Yeah.
I'm still
Yeah.
waiting for my time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever it happens.
Oh man, that
Yeah.
was such a funny moment to
I
wait
kind of-
so long
yeah.
and get 3 seconds of footage. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I kind of got a little bit of my time, but it's still.
Dusk Bloods, yeah.
It's so Dusk Bloods is the new From Software game, right?
Yes,
Which is
it's
pretty
another
much-
one in the works.
So
yeah.
it's pretty much
A middle finger
Bloodborne.
to Sony.
it's pretty
Yeah.
much Bloodborne-esque and Elden Ring had a kid, right? That's the way I'd describe it.
I would say more Bloodborne and Elden Ring Night Rain.
Right.
Like
yeah.
the new
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
out.
And yeah, the vibes are like straight up my alley or whatever, but when watching it, I didn't really have a hype to it, if you get what I
Mm.
mean. Like I didn't
Right.
like, oh my god, I'm gonna get it, and then what even dampened it even more is that
Yeah.
it's gonna be a Switch 2 exclusive, where I'm like, oh okay, I can't be fucked then.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bother.
Because here's my thing.
Hmm.
Maybe it's a common thing and I just never really noticed, because I got into the From Software series like maybe around the time, maybe just before Elden Ring was announced,
Yeah.
because I wasn't really around for when Elden Ring was like announced.
Mm-mm.
I don't remember the hype for Elden Ring
Yeah, I
being
don't
announced. Like, I
either.
genuinely don't remember it. But like, my thing is like, we're in a weird era of From Software. FromSoft's trying to be a bit more experimental with their games, and
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to make the same thing forever. Like, I completely understand them wanting to experiment and stuff, and even experiment with online things, because online's been such a staple of the community, like PvP and stuff. But like, the systems in place are so like fucking weird.
Mm.
Like, that's why people make like online mods and shit, because they just want to play with their friends. And so I really like that they're taking this step to like experiment with it. But I think we're in a weird state of From Software trailers where you see a trailer and you're just sitting there for like going like, instead of being like, yo, let's fucking go, it's like, what is
Yeah.
what is that? What is
Yeah,
that?
'cause it
What is
looks a lot-
happening?
Different, and I mean, yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they're being very experimental with the gameplay and, you know, all this sort of stuff. Like, you can see the core DNA is still there. For
Yeah.
sure. Like, when they see some of the bosses that show up, you're like, yep, that's a fucking From Software boss.
Yeah.
But it's a strange environment. Us as gamers just need to, I guess, just be more like
Open.
open and then like just careful.
Yeah.
I think there's like blind hype because they see
Yeah.
the name From Software
Yeah,
and then just
yeah,
start
yeah.
fucking gooning, like,
Yeah.
like-
Yeah.
which is fair, I guess. From Software, good games, all right. But I'm also just coming at it from just like a skeptical point of view, or just like safe,
Yeah.
just to like
I think that's
test
my
the waters.
that's my view as well at the moment. I want to see
Yeah.
a bit more, but if it
That's what I
if it
wanna-
wasn't
yeah,
just a
same.
Switch 2 exclusive, then I'll be like, yeah, okay, I'll try that, play that on my
Yeah.
PlayStation or PC or whatever. But
yeah,
it's not. So I'm kind of like, the hype is dead
Yeah.
because I don't really have a drive to get a Switch 2.
So
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Like, how likely is for you guys to actually buy a Switch, or what would
Never.
make you guys buy the Switch?
I
2?
don't know. because the Nintendo Switch I bought off a friend in uni, and I don't think I would ever get a Nintendo Switch otherwise. Generally.
What about you, Tyler?
I mean, here's the thing, like, when I got my original Switch, like, it was like a birthday present. It was like my big thing, and I was like, I remember I cried when I got it, because I was like, that shit was crazy.
I witnessed that.
Because it was like my first personally owned console kind of thing. Like, it was mine, and it was crazy that I had one. And I'll talk about it a lot more in a deep dive.
Yeah.
But I can't lie, like, I've had a lot of fun on that console. Like, and I think I will at some point get the Switch 2, but I don't think I'll get it on launch. I'm not gonna be like crazy into it. And there's also a thing we've got to consider: fucking nowadays, scalpers that just fucking suck and just buy everything and then just sell it for even worse prices. And so, like, it's just awful. And so I'm just gonna wait, I think.
Yeah.
Because I am interested in a lot of the games I saw on there, but I think it's a scenario where it's going to be like a slow burn, and I just want to like see, you know, if there's anything like I really want to play, and then like, sure, if I might miss the hype, you know, in quotations, of like the games coming out on release, but I don't really care. Like, as long as I get to play them at some point, like, I fucking love Breath of the Wild, so being able to play a more, like, a better running version of that is my fucking dream. I've been asking for that for so long.
Yeah.
So, like, that alone is a huge factor to me. That's something I would play someday. And obviously, Tom, you mentioned earlier with GTA, or, you know, some of these games are a bit too expensive, and finding quote-unquote other means to play them. I might do the same with, like, just
allegedly
Breath of the Wild on PC.
Allegedly. Anyway, carry on.
I mean, I'm just finding quote-unquote other means. But I might, I don't know.
It's gonna be a weird time.
Difficult, man.
It's gonna be the age of it's come out. I'm gonna wait for that to be to go, or for a sale, or for it to go down. And then it's Nintendo, so the price won't go down. But like, it's gonna be weird.
For me, like, I don't think I'll buy it by myself. Like, I think maybe with my partner we might like buy one together. Yeah, like that's maybe. Like, because when we move in together, we want to like host people and stuff. If I don't know, we like Mario Party, we like Mario Kart and stuff like that. Like, we might get it, but don't know, man. Or we might just stick to the ones that are on the first Switch. Don't know, because I don't think there's anything. The only way I'll get a Switch 2 if they made Kingdom Hearts full exclusive to Switch 2.
Of course, that's the only way. That's the only way. But that's never going to happen.
That's not going to happen. So I think that's the only way I would actually, like, no questions asked, buy Switch 2. Because it's ridiculous. But to be fair, as a console, the console itself not too expensive. 400 something pounds. I paid a lot more for my PlayStation.
Unfortunately,
5.
that's like kind of becoming the standard console price, so it's not the worst.
It's not.
And I paid double that for my PC. Like,
you know.
It's not terrible.
But gaming's weird. Gaming's going to be in a weird state. But we'll see what happens.
We're going to be here to experience it and share our opinions.
Exactly.
Please let us know. Are you thinking of buying a Switch?
What games?
Switch 2?
What games are you hyped for? Is there anything you're looking out for, or what's going on? But I think it's time.
How much money you got in the bank account? Let us know.
I think it's time to wrap this stuff up. I think we've yapped for long enough, I believe. So
on that note, we've been chilling, and you, hey, chill out.
Subscribe.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.